Hello everyone, we are from Group 28. So this is our open-ended laboratory, shear force and bending moment. This is our group members, which are Afina, Damian, Gary, Haji and Go. This is our work and equations, so we divide the experiment into two parts, shear force and bending moment. So Go and Gary will in charge for shear force, Afina, Damian and Haji will in charge for bending moment.
Hello everyone, I'm Go Yong-Seng from Group 28 in Session 3. So today I would like to demo an experiment about the variation of shear force and fluctuation due to the variation of lock position and the magnitude of lock. So let us start our experiment now. First, we have to measure the delimiter is 0 and put our first lock between A and B. So later, we recorded the reading shown in the delimiter, which is the shear force. And we repeat the same procedure with 200 grams of locks. Okay. Then we record again, so we proceed with the third lock, 300 grams. So we must remember, before we start the net loss, we have to make sure the delimiter becomes 0 again before we start the next one. So after we have put 3 times loss, we change another position to B and D, and also D and C. So these are our 3 cases for this experiment. So after that, we have to calculate the data and draw the graph and calculate the theoretical value and compare between the experimental value and the theoretical value. So this might be a small difference between the theoretical and the experimental due to some error during the experiments. So after we have done all the calculation, we have to draw the shear force diagram and determine the positive and negative shear force.
Hi guys, my name is Gary Amirul. I'm from Group 28, Section 3. So today I'll be talking about uniform distributed load and superposition principle.
Okay, so for uniform distributed load or UDL happens when multiple point load is applied on a beam with the same distance from one another. So for this case, we choosing the paper clip as a load, as you can see. So imagine this is 200, 200 and 200. So when they are placed together, they will become a uniform load distribution. Let's say at this case, we place load at between point A and point B. So the reading at point X will be appeared at a digital meter as known as the shear force. This is the only point load. So we take the distance from point B, which is the pin support, to the load, and then the display load meter will display the reading, and the reading will multiply by -1. So and then after that, if you want to continue with the next load, okay, like this. So we measure the distance again from point B to this second point load, and then we take the reading that appear on the display meter and multiply by -1. Then we can get the superposition. Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Afina and I'm from Group 28. Second experiment is bending moment. As you can see, this is one A, B, D and C. First, set the digital force meter to 0. Second, for case 1, place P1 between A and B with 100 grams. Record the reading as the value of shear force and convert it to bending moment later. Repeat step 2 and 3 by using 200 grams and 300 grams. Again, set the digital force meter to 0 when there's no force. Repeat the whole procedure by placing P2 between B and B with 100, 200 and 300 grams and record it. Next, add D and C for case 3. Next, plot the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram from the data we obtained. From graph, we can know positive and negative bending moment at certain location. Positive bending moment is sagging, negative bending moment is hogging. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hey, hello, my name is Nur Damia. I'm from Group 28. So today I would like to demo an experiment on how to determine the point of contraflexion on the pin. So load W is placed here at point A. Next, load P is located at selected value of D. D is distance in between point C and point D, so it's located somewhere in here. Okay, then it will be proved by digital force displaying recorded 0 reading. Okay, next, after we obtain the value of W and D, we calculate by using formula 65.33W divided by D. Next, we plot shear force diagram and bending moment diagram based on free body diagram. Lastly, the measured MXX that we obtain is compared with 0, as the bending moment at section XX should be 0, so it will be the contraflexion point. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello guys. First case is we put load within span B and C, and every load is 200 gram, and between the load is distance is 60 mm. We got all the data that obtained in the result. Next is bending moment due to superposition. Okay. With this objective is to prove the superposition. Okay. In superposition, we has 3 load, and we put between span BC. First load from B is 60 mm, and for the second is 120 mm from point B. Next is 160 from point B, and lastly 240 mm from point B. Conclusion: all the data from superposition are the same, with the bending moment at cross section due to UDL.